when quality matters. 50 years of experience and development make our Trass bedding system uniquely durable. This bonded paving system is completely permeable, has no efflorescence, is frost-resistant and suitable for any type of paving unit. Before beginning installation of your Trass bedding system, ensure proper base preparation. We recommend a clean aggregate like a number 57 stone to allow for adequate drainage beneath the Trass bedding. A concrete slab is also acceptable and should either have slope to allow water to filter out or weep holes drilled so that moisture can drain through the slab. For a professional installation, you will need a concrete mixer, a water supply, and the proper aggregate to mix with your extreme Trass bedding compound. For this, we recommend an approximately 1/4 inch clean aggregate, such as a number 9 or 89 stone. Either angular or rounded rock is suitable for this. First, start by adding the aggregate into your mixer. A Trass bedding to aggregate volume ratio of 1:4 up to 1:6 is suitable and should be determined by the anticipated loading capacity of your surface. Next, begin adding your extreme Trass bedding compound and water into the mixer, and mix until homogeneous, approximately 4 to 5 minutes. Smaller mixers may require extra time. Each batch of Trass bedding compound will require approximately 2.5 gallons of cool, clean water to achieve the right consistency. It is best practice to add the water to the mixer slowly or in phases so that you do not overwet the mixture. Please be sure to account for damp or wet aggregate and adjust your water consumption down accordingly. The right consistency is achieved when the mixture is slightly shiny and can be formed into a loose ball. Next, prepare the area for screeding. The minimum thickness that the Trass bedding can be installed is 1.5 inches. Vehicular or commercial applications will require an increase in thickness, and your screed height can be adjusted to account for that. For natural stone paving units with non-uniform thickness, the Trass bedding can be added to or adjusted accordingly under each paver. Pavers should be laid onto the Trass bedding within 1 hour. However, that time may decrease in warmer temperatures or direct sunlight. Be sure to not let the Trass bedding dry out too quickly prior to installing a paver over the top. It is appropriate to lightly mist the top of the Trass bedding periodically to ensure it stays moist prior to paver installation. The second element of the Trass bedding system is the extreme adhesion elutriant. The elutriant is the bonding slurry that will adhere your paving units to the Trass bedding. Start by adding water and elutriant to a bucket and mixing with a suitable paddle mixer for approximately 2 minutes until the slurry is the proper consistency and homogeneous. Let the mixture mature for 2 minutes before briefly mixing again. Hardened mortar must not be made workable again. With a 1/4 inch notch trowel, or a brush if you prefer, apply the extreme adhesion elutriant to the underside of your paver. Be sure to wipe off any excess on the sides of the paver so that it does not clog the joints. Once the elutriant has been applied to the underside of your paver, it should be laid wet to wet onto the fresh Trass bedding. Setting wet to wet will provide the greatest strength for this system as it cures, and it also allows you to properly set and level any paving units. To create an adequate bond, pavers should be set into place with a rubber mallet or dead blow hammer, as this will allow you to properly level each paver. No other compaction of the Trass bedding or the pavers is needed at any time. If a paver level is too low or too high after setting into place, simply pull up the paver, remove the elutriant from the underside, re-level the Trass bedding, and apply a new coat of elutriant to reset your paver. Be sure to keep your surface clean by removing any excess elutriant or Trass residue with a damp sponge. Use spacers when laying porcelain tile or natural stone that require uniform joints. Only spacers that can be later removed from the top should be used. It is acceptable to work across the surface of your freshly laid pavers, but please do so with caution as to not disrupt the level. A piece of plywood can be laid down to help distribute the weight if necessary. The installed area should be given a minimum of 24 hours to cure before the installation of any PHNA grouting material starts. A bonded, long-lasting, permeable paving system from PHNA is completed.